You thought Toyota was done? You thought hybrids were boring? Think again, because the 2025 Fortuner just dropped like a bombshell on the SUV world. We're talking massive power, luxury upgrades, and hybrid tech so smooth, it'll make a Tesla sweat. And wait till you hear what's under the hood, because this isn't just an upgrade. It's a statement. And the global market, they're freaking out. But before we get to all that, let me tell you a little story. Back in early 2024, Toyota's CEO sat in a closed-door meeting. The charts were ugly. EV sales were climbing fast. Tesla was grabbing headlines. Chinese automakers were flooding the market with electric SUVs. And the Fortuner, it was still crushing it in places like India, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. But it was starting to look old school. So the team had two options. Option one, go full EV, rip out the guts, drop in a giant battery, and pray the infrastructure keeps up. Option two, hybrid. Not the cute, boring hybrid, not the grocery getter hybrid, but a beast. A hybrid Fortuner that doesn't just survive the future, it stomps into it with all the attitude of a street fighter in a tuxedo. Guess which one they picked? And that's how we got the 2025 Fortuner Hybrid. Now let me tell you this, it's not just a mild update, it's a total transformation. But Toyota did something genius here. They didn't toss out what made the Fortuner legendary. They just refined it, reinforced it, and gave it a brain upgrade. You still get that massive road presence. That boxy, squared-up look that screams, "Get out of my way!" But now it's got the finesse of a luxury car, the mileage of a compact sedan, and a powertrain that's smarter than most drivers on the road. But wait, this next part changes everything. Let's talk about what's actually going on under the hood. Toyota dropped in a hybrid system that pairs a powerful 2.8-liter diesel or petrol engine, depending on the market, with an electric motor. That combo doesn't just add some extra push, it completely changes how this car drives. In city traffic, the electric motor takes over. You're gliding. It's quiet, it's smooth. You feel like you're driving a luxury EV. Hit the highway, the internal combustion engine kicks in, giving you all the torque and all the pull you need to eat up miles without breaking a sweat. Climbing mountains, dirt roads in the middle of nowhere, both power sources sync up and deliver a combined punch that feels like you're driving a monster truck made by NASA. And the result? You get up to 18 kilometers. For a car this big, that's insane. That's like getting gym results while eating cake. It shouldn't work, but it does. Now, here's where it gets wild. The new Fortuner is built on Toyota's GAF platform. Sounds fancy, right? Let's break it down. Think of the GAF platform as the bones of the car. It's lighter than the old one, but stronger. That means better fuel economy, smoother handling, and, yes, more room to stuff in hybrid tech without making the car feel bloated. It's like your old gym buddy just got ripped and learned ballet. The car still has that bodybuilder vibe, but now it can dance. And guess what? That translates to the road too. The ride is smoother, the cabin is quieter, you get less roll in corners, and it still chews up bad roads like their breakfast cereal. But what if I told you it's not just about the drive? Step inside the 2025 Fortuner and you'll get hit with a wave of, whoa, the old Fortuner. We're talking a massive infotainment touchscreen, a slick digital instrument cluster, leather seats that blow cool air right into your back, wireless charging for your phone so you're never hunting for a cable, and a panoramic sunroof that's so big it could make an astronaut jealous. Toyota basically took all the nice-to-haves from luxury SUVs and stuffed them into the Fortuner without making it feel like a spaceship. It still feels rugged, still feels purposeful, but now it also feels expensive. Because here's the truth. In 2025, nobody wants a car that's just tough. We want tough with a touch of tech. And this is the sweet spot. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's cool, but why not just go full electric? That's the million-dollar question. And the answer? Batteries. See, making a full EV Fortuner would mean packing in a massive battery. And massive batteries are heavy, like off-roading dreams heavy, not to mention expensive. And charging them in countries where charging stations are as rare as unicorns, that's not exactly practical, especially in India. Fortuner is basically a status symbol there. It's the car you buy when you want the neighbors to know you made it. But it's also the car you take to the mountains, or the villages, or through flooded roads during monsoon season. You need something you can trust. And right now, EVs aren't that in most parts of the world. Hybrid makes sense. You get the torque, the range, the silence, the fuel savings, and the backup plan, because the petrol tank's always got your back. And this strategy, it's already paying off. Fortuner sales jumped in the Middle East after the hybrid was announced. People love the idea of saving fuel without giving up power. In Southeast Asia, where road conditions vary from perfect highways to pothole jungles, the hybrid Fortuner is being called the most sensible SUV of the year. And in Africa, where reliability is everything and service centers are few and far between, the Fortuner is basically a tank that went to finishing school. Even in places like Australia, people are trading in older Fortuners and other SUVs just to get the hybrid version. Because here's the thing, off-roaders are tired of lugging gas cans everywhere. The hybrid Fortuner still goes the distance, but now it does it cleaner, quieter, and cheaper.
But here's something else. Toyota didn't just slap a hybrid badge on the back and call it a day. They went deep. The regenerative braking system? Genius. Every time you brake, you're charging the battery. That's like getting cash back every time you stop at a red light. The start-stop's seamless. You stop in traffic, engine shuts off. Tap the gas, everything comes back to life without a hitch. It's these little touches that make the Fortuner feel like it belongs in 2025, not just another dinosaur trying to survive the electric meteor.
So now, let's talk price. Yeah, it's got by a crazy amount, but enough to raise some eyebrows. But let's be real, if you're shopping for a Fortuner, you're not exactly pinching pennies. And what you get for that money, it's a lot. The base hybrid variant gives you all the essentials: power, tech, that hybrid efficiency. The mid-tier adds some luxury, touchscreen, better interior, maybe even those ventilated seats. Top tier, that's where the real flex starts. Full luxury interior, advanced driver assist features, all the bells, all the whistles. You're not just buying an SUV, you're buying presence. And presence costs money. But here's the kicker: resale value. The old Fortuner holds its value like gold bars in a vault. And this one, with its upgraded tech, better fuel economy, and future-proof drivetrain, it might just be one of the smartest buys in the segment. Now, let's zoom out. Global picture. Toyota didn't just build a car for India, or the UAE, or Australia. They built a car that says, we know EVs are coming, but we're not jumping in blind. The Fortuner Hybrid is Toyota's way of saying, let's evolve, without throwing away everything that worked. They played the long game. They waited. They watched the EV market. And when the time was right, they made their move. Not with hype, but with precision. Because that's the Toyota way. So what's the final verdict? The 2025 Fortuner Hybrid is not just a car. It's a pivot point, a turning chapter in SUV history. It proves that big doesn't have to mean dumb, that power doesn't have to come with a gas bill, that you can be ready for the future without letting go of your past. And the best part, you don't need to be rich to get it, just smart. Because this SUV, it's not trying to be a Tesla killer. It's not trying to out-luxury a BMW. It's just doing what Toyota does best, making cars that last, work, and make you proud to own one.
And this Fortuner?
This one's a legend. Rebooted. You thought it was just another facelift? Think again.